Coach, able to send these seniors off with a win, how does that feel for you as a head coach? And then just kind of talk us through this week leading into this game, and then kind of the play of the team tonight.
It means a ton to take these guys out of here with this type of win. You know, they've been through a lot, you know, through a transition and a lot of change, and they've had my back and helped us build a culture, you know, starting day one here, and they've created it and led it. And it's hard leading with 9 guys. It's hard to lead a team of 110 or 50-some are underclassmen, and they're such strong leaders that they were able to and keep us together. It was obviously a really tough week, one of my hardest weeks ever, and but we kept the guys together, you know, and kept them having energy. We talked about making changes and taking advantage of opportunities. You know, Bogan stood up here. We had the seniors speak this week in front of the team, and he sat here and talked about in 2015, you know, we were 6-5, and we beat Toledo in the last game, and you know, and it helped continue to grow the program. That's one of our core values, and then to go out there and watch them play tonight through the ups, through the downs. I mean, we dropped the ball, they run it back for a touchdown. Everybody in America wants us to quit, and they kept fighting, you know, and I was proud of them for that, and it was a great team win. Everybody did a great job of fighting, you know, and that's what you need to beat a good team.
Coach, for any bowl officials who are looking at Western, what does tonight and the whole body of work, what is your, I don't want to say pitch, but what kind of statement do you make to them that you're a choice to be in?
Well, I think we're definitely an exciting team to watch. It's taken us, honestly, offensively, it's taken us 3 or 4 weeks to figure out who we are under a new quarterback. We have a really talented quarterback. We have unbelievably talented wide receivers. But he's 18 and he's exciting to watch. And we took us a while to figure it out. Like, what does he do well? And so I think we're getting better and better and better there. I think if you watch our defense fly around today, it's an exciting brand, you know? So we're excited. I'm excited about what we put out there, you know, and obviously who we played. And they're going to play in the MAC championship game, which I wish we were playing in, but they're playing in it, and I wish them the best afterwards. They could go win this thing for the West, you know, but I think we have a lot as we're kind of coming together offensively and defensively. We've had some new pieces on both sides, and we're starting to put it together, and it's fun to watch when it's put together right.
Course from last year, you know, considering what happened, I mean, how proud are you for them?
Oh, I can't even. It's hard to put into words how proud I am of how we finished this thing. You know, we fought a lot last year, and we made a goal in this offseason to fight better and to be tougher. And if you look at our Bowling Green game, and you even look, I know that we lost last week, but look at that game, look at today, look at the Miami of Ohio game. I mean, we are a tough out, you know. Now next year we got to work on starting better, you know, but which we did today, you know. But I'm just so proud of the things that these guys focused on. Wherever you put your mind to, it happens. And man, you know, we're going to continue to try to be the toughest team in America mentally. But it shows out there when bad stuff happens and everyone puts their arm around each other and we keep fighting, because we got a lot of good players out there. And you know, we're growing up, and as we do, we become more and more dangerous.
You go over like really the 2 big plays, with Bogan's touchdown there to put you guys on top of them, Harrison's interception, like kind of iced it.
Yeah, I mean, the big play was the 3rd and 8 call. You know, it was like, do we throw it? Do we, you know, what are you gonna do? And we went back and forth, and you know, I give one thing. We talking about the seniors. You know, we rotate some of our seniors through there, the ones that don't start, and you know, and that last drive, we had 3 senior offensive linemen in there. You know, as we wrote, Novo was obviously in there, but Doyle it was his drive to play left guard, and then we had Keenoy, and we had Great Wall of Odell, and we had Bogues. You know, it was just like, this is their night, and called a run. I thought we'd get him in man and be able to. Great Wall would create a little space for us in the split zone world, and he did, and Bogues took it down to the 1, and that was a huge play. came back with split zone again, gotten 12 personnel, and I was going to keep handing him the ball. You know, I stopped putting RPOs on it so the freshman couldn't even throw it if he wanted to. And man, he pushed that thing. That was a huge drive. You know, there were still some mistakes the young kid made. 6 sacks. Our goal was to keep it under 3, you know, because that Sutton Smith kid's pretty good. And I don't think we did a good enough job with our cadence. We got him off once. We were trying to get him off 5 times if we could, because he's so good off the jump. You know, and then the defense had energy all game. I mean, they gave up 1 score in the second half, the first drive. After that, they saved us again and again and again. And it was fun to watch them play. So I really felt good when you can pin yours back with a 7-point lead. I was excited to watch it. And Harrison Taylor is a guy that we put on scholarship in August. We moved him from receiver to DB, and you know, he's just getting better and better and better. You know, and we got a couple turnovers today, and we didn't capitalize on them. I mean, their defense is really good. That's what great defenses do. You get a turnover, and they either make you punt or kick a field goal, and we knew that going in. But it was great to get the ball back so many times and watch them get after the quarterback. He's athletic. We made him run around quite a bit.
Yeah, you talk about all the young guys. You got Petty too, with 2 big.
2 big field goals. I don't know what he's on for. I mean, he's up there percentage-wise. I know his first 4 that he made kind of went this way, you know, and they weren't pretty, but he started 4 for 4. Then he missed one, and people got down on him, and he's just been working. Now the ball's popping off his foot high, and shoot, I think he's made his last. Is he 7 of 10 now? And so he's doing a heck of a job. And those weren't easy ones. He did have the wind at his back. That helped. He missed the one into the wind. But he's getting better, and the guys love him, and the O-line always gets behind him, you know, and I thought we punted the ball well. We had to kick it into the wind. That was a tough decision, take the wind in the 3rd or the 4th. I chose the 3rd. I wanted to pin him down there. Of course, they took it down and scored, so that was a bad idea, because then we had to kick into the wind in the 4th quarter the whole time. Because we had a lead, I wanted to try to extend it. So, but yeah, I thought special teams played unbelievable. Ryan Seelig came down and made a huge play. I mean, the plays on special teams, it's like Leo and the freshman. That's what I mean, our special teams unit is Leo, the senior that everyone listens to and follows, and a bunch of freshmen would do whatever Leo said. If Leo said jump off that cliff, they would jump off that cliff, you know, and they've listened to him, and it's fun to watch them run down the field. It's freshman, and they're listening, you know, and that's why this senior leadership is so strong. It's taken a while, but it's coming. It's coming.
With the new set of eyes on the defense, was there any type of change, or what was kind of the message that group coming into a tough game?
Well, you know, the biggest thing, you know, Coach Espo's done this a long time. You know, my first head coaching job, I think I was 26. He was my D coordinator, and he's gone on to be coordinator for, I don't know, 10 years. You know, he was at an NAI school, and they were number 5 in the country and everything, and they're always aggressive. He's an aggressive person, you know, and he put some new blitzes in. He tried to get the players. We changed up some things to let the players play the best way they could. You know, it's hard to explain that. I could get technical on you, but put them in their groove spot. Corvin Moment's a downhill player. We need Corvin Moment running downhill, you know, not running sideways. Put some new coverages in, you know. But the biggest thing is getting the guys to go do it, you know. And so made some changes. The guys bought in, and they played hard for him. You know, we had some new coverages. I was hoping to get a pick on one of them, you know. But we didn't on any of the new ones. But the pressures really got home, and he did a good job of kind of trying to keep them all balanced, you know, and really just get them to love playing and fly around and have some energy. And our leadership group had a meeting with him before the whole team about having more energy than they've ever had. And he's got some juice now. If you know Espo, I mean, they're chanting like that in practice too now. I mean, that's just the way he is, you know. And so it was fun to watch him respond. And he crowd surfed after the game. If you know Lou, that's hard to do. They picked him up, and they picked him up over their head, whoever was underneath them. Must be strong. And so it was fun. It was fun to watch them play hard and have success.
What do you think it says about that unit, given that, you know, they're a bunch of 18, 22-year-old kids who have a lot of stuff, you know, school and everything going on, to be able to absorb that game plan so fast?
It was impressive. He didn't go totally off the grid on them, but just some of the stuff that he likes that he thought, you know, would fit our guys. It was stuff in the playbook. Your playbook's like this big. You put it all in and you use this much. And I think instead of using these pages, he just used these pages that were already in. But the reasons why were good reasons. And obviously when I made the change, it was hard on the guys. They were kind of shocked at first, and then they bound together and we talked about making a change. You know, I think we're a good football team. But that's not good enough, and we need to be a great football. So something needed to change. If we do the same thing over and over again, it's the definition of insanity. Do the same thing over and over again and get the same results. So I challenged everyone to change something. I mean, I changed practice around. I changed anything I could. I changed what shirt I wore underneath my travel gear. Like, we were all changing something, you know, and they changed the way they played. It looked different, I think. You know, you guys could tell me I was. You know, it just, the energy felt good, and they were flying around, launching themselves around, and I thought did a really good job. It was fun that they made that change, and I thought Caleb got better, and I felt like everybody changed a little bit for the better.
Coach, last question. As far as moving forward, what does your team do over the next couple of days? Obviously breaking for the holiday and then leading up to the bowl announcements. As a program, can you just kind of talk us through the next couple of steps?
Biggest thing is we give thanks. Thanksgiving's an awesome time. You know, I'm thankful for a lot of people in this room, you know, and the guys next door and everything they've done. So we're going to take some time, you know, get healthy. Number one asset is your availability, you know, so they'll go home for the weekend, come back on Sunday. We'll get back to work on Monday. Monday, there's just a lift, you know, get their bodies right and get them running a little bit. And then we'll figure out, you know, how much we're going to practice next week. Probably not a lot. Next week starts recruiting. So our coaches will be on the road Monday. You know, I'll be here a little bit, and I'll be here during the day and in living rooms at night, you know. So the biggest thing for now is just get their bodies feeling good again. You know, we should be able to get Najee Clayton back, which will be exciting, you know. Unfortunately, the other two, you know, aren't going to. John Wassing ain't coming back, and Brooksy ain't coming back. But just to get all the bumps and bruises, because we have a ton of guys on there just with little shoulders and hamstrings and little things. So we're going to get them healthy. We're going to get them ahead on their academics, get them ready for finals, and we'll worry. You know, if we're lucky enough to go to a bowl game, it'll be awesome because those practices are huge for the development of a football program. When we get to spend a week just having the young guys go against young guys and get reps for those guys that are redshirting, you know, it's huge. So we hope to get that opportunity, and we'll have our banquet coming up in about 2 weeks and get to celebrate these seniors, which is going to be exciting. And, you know, and we'll take whatever's in front of us. You know, today's a great day. It's my favorite day. So we'll worry about tomorrow.
John, gritty win by the team win, and the seniors get to walk off Waldo Stadium with that W. How does that feel for you as a senior? And just talk a little bit about the game tonight.
Yeah, it was an amazing game. I mean, give them all the credit in the world. They played a heck of a game. I think they had like 6 sacks. They fought us. But I mean, I'm just so thankful for the senior class that I got to come in with, and for the rest of the guys on the team and their fight. We've dropped the last 3. It was tough, but the way this team came together and fought, I'm just so thankful to be around these guys every day.
Can you take us through that play Bogan scored on? Kind of what the mindset was? I mean, you guys haven't kind of any doubt who was getting the ball?
Oh no, we knew if we were giving the ball to Bogan, he was going to get the job done. That's just the type of person he is. I mean, he made us look good. So.
And the guys are pretty excited to have you jump on the bandstand there and lead the fight.
Yeah, I told him I didn't want to do it. I'm a pretty shy guy, so I mean, just getting up there was cool. I mean, I've never done that before. I've seen a whole bunch of guys before me do it, so it was cool for the guys to be chanting for my name to get up there. But it was a great win. So.
Obviously, a big challenge for the offensive line tonight, just how good their defensive line is. I know you weren't on Smith much, but a guy like that, it's kind of one of those you can't really stop him and try to contain him type of deal. I mean, how did you guys kind of counter him?
Yeah, Son's a heck of a player. He was aggressive all night. I mean, even when you don't block him, you can just kind of feel his energy out there. I mean, he's a great player. I'm not sure how many sacks he had, but He did a great job containing us for the most part. But yeah, he's a great player.
We hear how fired up you guys were in that locker room. What does it mean for you guys to kind of snap that 3-game skid and also to get win number 7 of the season?
I think it means everything for us. This game was a lot similar to back in 2015 when we're coming off 2 straight losses and we're playing a tough Toledo team in Toledo. It kind of springboarded us to the next year to a MAC championship, and that's kind of how we viewed this week. We were coming off 3 straight losses. But we knew if we stood together and us as seniors and a leadership council, we came together, we knew we'd be okay. So it was just nice to get this win and some momentum moving forward.
How happy are you?
I'm so happy right now. I can barely contain myself.
And for Coach Lester, I know the hard work that he's put in to turn this thing right here with a win and kind of get it back moving in the positive. For you players, how happy are you for him?
Oh, we're so happy. Coach Lester's done a great job. I mean, obviously these last 3 weeks haven't gone the way we were planning, but he's done a great job of keeping the leaders, keeping the team together, keeping the leaders leading, and I mean, he should get all the credit in the world. He's done a great job.
How hard has the last 3 weeks been for you? And to cap it with this, just talk about that journey and leading up to right now.
Yeah, I mean, we knew it was going to be tough losing John, great player, great leader. Great teammate. But Caleb, we knew Caleb would be good. He just had to get his feet under him a little bit. These last 3 weeks, obviously, like you said, haven't gone the way we were planning. But just to come out here and fight the way we did and to be like a team, how we were tonight, I'm so happy to be on this team and so thankful for these guys in this locker room.
Last question for John.
How composed was Caleb Ellaby in a pressure situation, being a true freshman?
I was kind of amazed, but I mean, we gave up 6 sacks, and he wasn't frazzled one bit. He just kept dropping back under control, making his plays. He was doing a great job. So Caleb's doing great.
The question that we gave John, just, you know, as a senior, what does this mean to you walking off Waldo, knowing that you went out with a victory for yourself and the rest of the seniors, and then just a little bit about tonight's game and the fight that the team had?
I think as John already stated, it means everything. It doesn't mean everything just to get the win, but to understand what the win does for the state of the program going forward. That really mattered to me. So even when we were out there driving that last drive, that kept going through my mind. How can we finish this deal the right way so that next year and the year after that we can set this thing up so that guys can really take off and we can win championship after championship. So this thing was really important for us. So we got it done. We did it with love. Coach talked about that before the game, just coming together, loving on each other. We care about each other a lot. Show it tonight, and we showed that. And I'm grateful to be on this team.
How did it feel to cross the plane for the game-winning touchdown?
It felt awesome. It felt awesome. This last one at Waldo, kind of was emotional about it. And God always has his way, and he had me close it out here in a great fashion. The offensive line always gets all the credit. Did a great job, but it does feel great to cross that plane one more time. And it was on a big win. We beat a champion. And now that just the momentum it takes in the next year, that goes a long way.
The defense has really struggled the last 3 games or so. The effort they put in tonight, did that inspire you guys in the offense?
Yes, their energy today was contagious. Ralph Holley, he had two or three sacks. They were just flying around the field, and when they weren't out on the field, they were just jumping around. You can hear them, you can feel them, and we kind of let them down on a few drives where we didn't score. We turned the ball over, but they kept fighting, and their energy was truly contagious. So as we went out there, we said we have to do it for those guys because, as Coach said, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it in love, and we did that.
Coach Esposito brings a lot of energy to the sideline. What did he bring tonight as a defense?
Well, he's an East Coast guy, right? So what do you expect? But he did a great job tonight, preparing the guys all week. We knew it going into the week in their preparation. We was like, wow, the defense is flying around. They were flying. They kind of had us a little like, whoa, they're hitting us a lot in practice, and it was good to see. But he did a great job of preparing them, and whenever you prepare the right way, the guys had confidence out there, and they flew around tonight. And I think you guys felt them, we felt them, and the play and 28-21. They gave up 14 points actually tonight. It showed.
We heard that Coach Espo crowd surfed in the locker room. Were you in the front row one of the first guys to listen?
First, I'm only 5'6", so my arms don't go that high. And no, I wasn't the guy. I kind of just cheered them on while they did it. Everyone needs a cheerleader, you know.
Statement do you make to any bowl that's considering Western?
I would tell them we have a very exciting team, very young team. A lot of these players that you're going to see come back next year are going to be guys that you hear about for a long time. They're going to be NFL drafted kind of like players. But we got a special unit. I think anybody should pick us, and if it's warm, we like it even better, right?
Any other questions for Jamauri? Yeah, what's it like? With the fifth-year guys, the guys that have been here the last 5 years, it's a small group, but we need to go through this and then to cap it off for the win with those guys.
It means everything. It's been a journey. It's a long journey. You get redshirted, then you go throughout the years and you play. And I think now we all have a true appreciation for every single day of just coming out to work and play games. So we're ecstatic. We're going to enjoy this. And we just continue to want to pass it on to the next group of guys so that this can turn into championship after championship. That's why we do this.
Ralph, being one of the younger players on the team and an underclassman, how important was it for you guys as a team to send these seniors off with the win? And if you can just kind of talk about the energy that the defense had tonight.
Man, it meant everything to send the seniors out. You know, Steve Clark, him being ineligible this year from his health issues, he's been with us every step of the way. He's been pushing us every way. Espo has brought tremendous energy to the defense since he was been made D coordinator, and I feel like those two have really just pushed us to really like take out our best, and they've really just pushed us to grind for the seniors, and the seniors have just been pushing us every day, and I feel like it's only right that we give them this win.
Looked like Coach Espo had you guys jumping up and down all the time. Was that part hype? Was it part to just get warm?
It was a little bit of both because it was cold, but Espo has always been like that. We practiced it in practice, and he just had so much energy, and we were getting the energy from him, and we just loved it. He came up with a chant, and we chanted it back.
For someone who's worked so close with Coach Espo, what was the mentality coming in here, knowing that kind of a little bit of a new situation for him? What was the mindset of the defensive line and the defense? Knowing that you guys kind of wanted to turn things around.
You know what? We were behind Espo's back the whole time. We had Espo's back the entire time. We told him whatever changes he makes to defense, we're wholeheartedly going to change with him. I mean, we were trying to get better, and we were trying to make the team better, and we put our trust in Espo, and Espo developed us in that week. He changed just little things, and we excelled on what he changed, and we listened, and we just did what he said.
Holding a team like Northern Illinois to 106 yards rushing, just talk a little bit more about what you guys did to contain their run, and you obviously got in their backfield a couple times with 2 sacks.
What we focused on was penetration on the D-line. We focused on creating havoc in the backfield and getting back there and disrupting the quarterback, because we knew if the quarterback had time, he would make plays. So, and the running back was a great player too. He was a hard runner, very stout runner, and their O-line was great too. But Espo told us to create penetration, get off the ball, shoot our hands, and play hard. And that's what we did the whole time. And the scheme that he was running had us just flying around. I loved it. And we played with energy, and we played how he wanted us to play, which resulted in us holding him to that.
What's this win rank in your career? What's this win rank for you in your career here so far?
Man, this is top. This is up there, because this is something I've actually contributed to. I feel like I gave my all to this, and we came out with the win, which means a lot to me. And me winning this for Steve and Ken Finley, the 2 seniors on D-line, just meant so much to me. So this really means a lot since I got to win for other people.